untick, the boxes of the first requirement to get into the senior role. Right?
Definitely. Put more money into your pocket, then you can enjoy life better.
Yep.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Amy and Jody's channel.
This is Amy.
This is Jody.
So in our comments area for our previous CPI video, we have received a very valuable question to ask us how much it would cost to have a full CPA membership.
It's really good question. So that's why we think it's worth to make this video for you guys to understand more about what is going to be the cost, what's going to be the financial return, and what's going to be like long-term return to become a full member of CPA.
So basically, we'd like to discuss about the ROI, return on investment, for having a CPA
certification.
Yes.
Okay, let's start.
Yep.
There are two major types of costs to become a full member of CPA. So the first type cost is membership fee. So before you pass all your exams or you become a full member, you are only an associate for the CPA Australia. So as associate, you only pay associate fee, which is $355 a year. But after you pass all your exam, become a full qualified CPA, then you need to pay $790 a year. So that's kind of double the cost as an associate.
Yep.
Yep.
So in terms of how to become an associate, we have answered that question out in our first video. So we will put the link down below in order for your reference. Go back to see that video.
Yes. Another type of cost related to your membership fee is you need to pay to get your certification. So if you want to open your own business to be a public practice company, so you need to get a certification. That's going to cost you $505. But as us, we're non-public, so we only pay a limited practice certification. So that's $120. Amy got her.
Okay. So in order to show you tangibly what it looks like, that's what it looks like.
Yes, this is a big certification, and it's got quite beautiful design. I really like it, and how it's being packed in a row. It's being handed to you from the chairman of the CPA.
Yes. Yeah. In the CPA graduation ceremony. Yeah. My one was at Sheraton near Hyde Park in Sydney.
If you are available, you are able to attend the ceremony, I highly recommend you to go, in person. It's good memory.
Yes, so we understand that during the COVID stage, things can be tricky. So probably some of the event you can't make in person. But from our experiences, we strongly encourage you to attend in person. Not only enjoy the honorable moment to receive your certificate from the chairman of CPA, but also you're going to connect to hundreds of CPA fellows. So from then, you can just unlock the potential networking opportunities with your like-minded group.
Yes, and also enjoy the nice food, nice drinks.
5-star hotel experiences.
Yes. Hope you enjoy it.
Yeah.
Okay. Outside of membership fee, there is another important fee. It's the fees for the subjects.
Yep.
So as we mentioned in our previous video, there are 6 subjects you need to pass. So 2 selective and 4 compulsory. Each subject is going to cost you $1,420. But if you can plan your study or you can enroll your subject earlier, so you only pay the early bird fee. The early bird fee is $1,260, which is 13% lower than the normal fee. So make sure you plan it earlier, arrange it earlier, so you can actually save money. In total of these 6 subjects, you pay $8,520 if you pay as a normal fee. But if you can arrange it earlier, only pay the early bird fee, you only pay around $7,560. So that's a big saving for you. Make sure you arrange it earlier.
And another thing that we would like to remind you is to check with your employer to see if they have study support, reimbursement, arrangement, or study leave. So for me, my study support was silent during the interview stage.
Oh, okay.
I didn't ask, they didn't say anything. But when I got the job, I talked with my direct manager to see if that can be offered from my company. And lucky that they said yes. So my entire journey was financed by the employer that I worked with. So so pretty
That's
good. Yeah, worth asking.
Yes, it's negotiable. I remember in my previous company, they actually have this policy for your study support. So under this policy, they can pay all your study fees. For example, your CPA program is totally covered, but they also have other requirements attached to that. For example, you have to work another 2 or 3 years after you got your CPA certification. So this is another requirement you need to consider. If you want to use the policy or not use the policy, it's all your choice. So you can consider, you want to continue work with this company or not.
Yeah.
Right. If you not continue and work with them, you have to pay them back. So you need to consider about situation before.
Yeah, so in conclusion, my one was financed but with no string attached. Take that. And with Jody's situation is yes, but potentially with more obligations to fulfill.
Yes.
So Jody said no. And then 3, if you're okay to take, the sponsorship with the obligations, you can also choose that path as well.
Yes.
The 4th options, if you do choose that path, but you regret it, you pay the company back.
Yes.
So yeah, all those elements we would like to highlight that that's your choice to make the journey.
Yes, consider that earlier and plan your journey earlier.
Yeah.
So our topic is about ROI, right?
Yeah.
So what's going to be your investment for this full membership of CPA? How do you think, Amy?
So apart from the financial cost that we have discussed as part of the cost, and then I think we also should consider the time value as the investment, right?
I agree.
Because our time is worth money as well. So we would like to consider, the time efforts. Like in our previous video, we discussed in depth of how many hours that you should put into study for each subject. So that is something that we need to consider as an investment.
Yeah. CPA has 2 semesters each year. So half 1 and half 2. Most of people only take 1 subject in 1 semester.
Yeah.
So normally it takes you around 3 years.
Yeah.
This is not short-term investment. So you need to think about this, the time effort you put in.
Yeah. And also you're probably highly likely to say no to certain social events, certain travels,
Yes.
Easter holidays.
It's the holidays. I haven't enjoyed my Easter for at least 3 years.
Yep. And then the long weekends, Labor Day.
Yes, that's all your
potentially-
study time.
Exactly. So potentially you're gonna sacrifice a little bit of fun, I would say, to be fair, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. As we mentioned, it's not easy thing to do. It's both time and energy.
And
Is it?
potentially relationship.
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna say a few no's in order to get your exam passed, because that's why we encourage to do that as early as possible, because as you grow older, I think some people got more social
more
responsibilities. So that will time. Well, you manage that, but I think time will get tricky as you grow older, right?
I agree.
And then we also consider that as something called delayed gratification. So like we wouldn't use suffer, but that's an investment. So you investment time, effort, money into this program in order to get a financial reward down the track. If you're interested in this topic, please feel free to subscribe to our channel, because we have more videos about this topic of how do you progress your career as an Australian CPA.
Yes. Then we're going to talk about the exciting part, which is the financial return. Yeah.
Yes.
I feel it totally worth it. You know, all your efforts, all your struggles, all the hard times. Yeah, totally worth it.
All your no's to your social activities were worth it.
Okay, so we're gonna think about like what's gonna be your immediate return, what's gonna be the long-term return. So for immediate return, Amy, what do you feel like you immediately achieved after you got your full membership?
Yeah, I think immediate return, as a conclusion, I achieved 46% of salary increase in my next role.
Oh my god, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Well, in dollar term and percentage, that was a lot at that stage. I think I was a really impatient person. So as soon as I got this,
I wouldn't say impatient, I just say ambitious.
very impatiently ambitious. I think we need that in our for our younger self.
Yes.
So immediately I got this certificate. Immediately I start searching for potential opportunities, because from then you are a different person. Because for that you have a prerequisite for certain areas that you can't apply before you get qualified.
Yes.
So immediately I start searching. Immediately start interviewing with the potential employers, and then I think pretty much like straight away I got some potential offers, and then I obviously score the highest paid and also the prime location ones. So with
That's nice. That's really nice.
yeah, so with 46% of salary jump.
Unlike Amy, I didn't get 46% of the increase of my salary. But don't be sad. I didn't move to another company. I just did a movement internally within the company. Because after I passed all the exam, I found another opportunity, another role. After you get your membership, that opportunity is now open for you. After I moved to that role, my salary increase is around 15 to 20%, which is also not bad.
Yeah.
So
cool.
even you move only internally, you can get around 15 to 20% increase. I think that's a really good payback as well.
Yeah. So sometimes the salary increase is like a sudden jump, and sometimes it's a linear progression.
Yes.
So I would say once I got the leap of faith, and then the salary increase is not as quick
As quick as
that
that
one.
one, yes.
But I need that in order to alleviate
46% is a lot. Like after you grow in your career, 46% is quite a big jump.
Yeah.
Unless you got a big promotion in your future career,
Yeah.
otherwise you're not able to get that much anymore.
Yeah. So that's how we realized that as we grow older, and then the career progression growth further,
Yes.
46% of salary increase, down the track is not as achievable as when we were younger. And then, internal promotion or you jump to another company becomes more and more difficult because you got more and more senior. And the idea we wanted to convey here is to score something tangible first. Like, like down the track, if you want to be promoted to, for example, a senior manager, sometimes it can be tricky, the dynamics of the company, the relationship that you have, your potential competitors, sometimes promotion can be subjective as well.
Yeah.
However, your first leap of faith of CPA, that can be achieved in a tangible way by having that qualification.
That's kind of like, as you said, wouldn't be 100% guaranteed, but it's highly achievable. It's like an immediate return.
Yeah, and then it's standard, and then it's tangible, and once you have that in your resume, that pretty much untick the boxes of the first requirement to get into the senior role.
Definitely. Put more money into your pocket, then you can enjoy life better.
Yep. So Jody, I do sometimes get challenged, by some of the non-finance people or some of the younger finance professionals. They challenge the idea of, is that absolutely necessary to get a CA or CPA in order to further your career, in order to be, for example, manager, senior manager, or eventually executive? Is that absolutely compulsory?
Okay. Based on my personal experience, I think 95% compulsory.
Yeah.
Because I worked in around 5 different companies. Most of them are international. So I only see one case, one senior manager, she's not a CPA. This is the only case I've ever seen in my whole career so far. So think about the percentage of possibility. Now, most people, I think 95% of people, they're already CPA qualified. So everybody think CPA qualification is a basement of your career. And from if you want to climb up to your corporation ladder, this is considered as a must-have thing already.
100%. I've worked in 6 different international companies because I'm slightly older than Jody.
Well, you wouldn't able to tell, right?
You can. So I would say, so we would consider those, who doesn't have CPA to advance to the higher corporate ladder as survival bias. So I would say those people do exist. I've seen 2 of them versus 1.
Okay.
So 2, so 1 in Australia, 1 in China.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so they do become, finance director or high level of finance professionals. But I would say they're exceptionally good, and with, the circumstantial opportunities as well.
Yeah.
So I would say, yes, they exist, but it's not a ordinary scenario. So the idea we wanted to express here is to do something with higher chances of getting where you want to go.
Yes, totally agree. Another benefit we think you can immediately get from being a full member of CPA is you can be internationally recognized. As CPA Australia has been recognized by a lot of other countries, most of the Asian Pacific countries accept Australian CPA, and also including Canada, America, the UK, and Singapore as well.
Yeah, and also I would say, because I worked in China as well as Australia, so CPA Australia is widely regarded in China as well. So I would say you do have a big community basis you can rely on internationally.
Yeah. It's just suddenly open the international door for you. You can consider the opportunities in your local country and also internationally. So these are the things you can immediately achieve. How about the long-term benefits?
Okay, I will tell you a conclusion. Okay, the conclusion is, as a non-qualified accountant with 10 years of experiences, the salary cap is around 100K Aussie dollars.
Yep, something like that.
However, versus a fully qualified CPA member with 10 years of experiences, the salary on average will be 33% higher than that.
Wow. That's a big jump.
Yeah, exactly, right? I think from a return on investment, even though you paid, so for example, you paid all that tuition fee yourself from registration to full membership.
I think the total cost before you getting your full membership, including all the subjects, all the membership fees, is less than $10,000.
Yeah, let's say $10,000.
Yeah.
Well, let's say 10.
Yeah. So you spend $10,000 and around 3 years, but in the future you get at least 33% higher of your salary.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that worth it? I think it totally worth it.
I think with the qualification as a stepping stone, you'll probably achieve your 100K in 5 years
Yes.
of your career already.
And that's part of the ceiling. If you don't get the CPA in this finance area, that's gonna be the maximum salary probably you can get within 10 years, 15 years.
Of the 100K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you get the membership, you easily to break the ceiling. Your salary is unlimited. The more effort you put into your career, the more salary you're able to achieve.
Yep.
Yeah.
And as soon as you achieve the CPA qualification, you have some intangible returns immediately. And also, in some of the job descriptions, they require post-qualification experiences. So that means the longer that you're away from your qualification milestone, the more valuable you are. So that's how this world works. Yeah.
Awesome. So that's the ROI, return of investment, of being an Australia CPA.
Yep.
So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you have any ideas you want to share, please leave a comment with us.
Feel free to subscribe to our channel and then click on the like button. And we'll be so appreciated if you engage with us on the conversation.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. See you next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.